What is up, mtg-portal, and welcome to episode 2 of our Eldritch Moon Spoilers. Today I'm only going to be touching base on some of the mythics and more notable rares. The uncommons and commons will be featured in another video. So sit back, grab a drink, get a bite to eat, and enjoy these spoilers brought to you right here by mtg-portal. First on that list is Bruna, the Fading Light, coming in at 5 colorless and 2 white for a 5/7. She is an angel horror. When you cast Bruna the Fading Light, you may return target angel or human creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, flying and vigilance. She does flip to become a 9/10. To finish off the combo, you require a Gilzea the Broken Blade, a 2 colorless 2 white, a mythic angel horror. She's a 4/3. Flying, first strike, and lifelink. At the beginning of your incept, if you both own and control Gilzea the Broken Blade and a creature named Bruna the Fading Light, exile them, then meld them into Brazela, Voice of Nightmares. And at this point, you get a disgusting Eldrazi Angel. I'm not even going to try to attempt to explain how nasty this combo is. This Angel is just ridiculous. I mean, it's a 9/10 legendary Eldrazi Angel, flying, first strike, vigilant, lifelink. Your opponents cannot cast spells with converted mana costs of 3 or less. It's absolutely stupidly broken, and it's going to get abused. I love everything about it. I'm not going to lie. Next on our list, we have Dawson of Perfection, coming in at 3 colorless and 2 blue for a 5/4 insect horror with flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may put a 1/1 blue human wizard creature token onto the battlefield. Then, if you control 3 or more wizards, you transform Docent of Perfection. Excuse me. He does transform into Final Iteration. It is a 6/5 Eldrazi insect with flying. Wizards you control get +2/+1 and have flying. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 blue human wizard creature token onto the battlefield. It's interesting mixing and splicing insects, Eldrazi's, and wizards. I'm kind of curious where this theme is going, but it does intrigue me. Alright, the next notable rare we're going to talk about that flips is Voldaren Pariah. At 3 colorless and 2 black for a 3/3 vampire horror with flying. Simply states, sacrifice 3 other creatures and transform Voldaren Pariah. She also has a madness cost of 3 black, which is really cool to see. This is a perfect sack outlet for reanimate decks. When she flips, she does turn into Abolisher of Bloodline. She's a 6/5 Eldrazi vampire with flying, which simply states, when this creature transforms into Abolisher of Bloodlines, target opponent sacrifices 3 creatures. Again, basically, if you combo it correctly, you can make them sack 6 creatures. I really like this combo. I like this card, and I think she's definitely going to be a powerhouse. I'm going to run her in my Vampire Zombie deck for sure. Next up, we have Elder Deep Fiend, coming in at 8 colorless mana for a 5/6 Eldrazi Octopus. It does have Flash with a new mechanic called Emerge, which is 5 colorless and 2 blue. Emerge simply states that you may cast a spell by sacrificing a creature and paying the Emerge cost, reduced by that creature's converted mana cost. When you cast Elder Deep Fiend, you will get to tap up to 4 target permanents. Definitely an interesting card, and the Emerge mechanic, it's kind of cool. I'm curious to see how it's going to play out in the set. Another notable vampire that I'd like to bring up is Bloodhall Priest. I think this guy's got a lot of potential. A 2 colorless, a black, and a red. That's a 4/4 vampire with a madness cost of 1 colorless, a black, and a red, which does simply state that whenever Bloodhall Priest enters the battlefield or attacks, if you have no cards in hand, Bloodhall Priest deals 2 damage to target creature or player. This guy can be an infinite shock, it can be an infinite creature kill if they're playing a tribal deck, or it can just be a lot of direct damage to your opponents. Bloodhall Priest, I think, is going to have a lot of playability in EDH, definitely in Standard, and I'm curious to see if he gets drafted into Modern or possibly even Legacy down the road. Another really noticeable and noteworthy card in the set is Noosegraph Mob, coming in at 4 colorless and 2 black. It is a 0/0 zombie that states, when Noosegraph Mob enters the battlefield, it gets 5 1/1 counters placed on it. Whenever a player casts a spell, remove a 1/1 counter from Noosegraph Mob. If you do so, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield. Now, this guy can become a problem, especially in a reanimate deck where you use and abuse him again and again and again. So you bring him on the board, you get your 5/2/2 zombies, you kill him off, You sack your zombies to wipe your opponent's board, you bring him back, you reincarnate, do it again. I can see Newscraft Mob becoming a serious pain in the ass for a lot of EDH players, and I'm really looking forward to running him. I think it's got a lot of synergy, and it's a really well done card. When we talk about cards that we know are going to get abused, we cannot mention Tree of Perdition, coming in a 3 colorless and a black for a 0/13 Mythic Plant with Defender. You may tap it to exchange target opponent's life total with Tree of Perdition's toughness. Basically, at any point in time, you can drop an opponent to 13 life, and you have a 0/13 wall sitting on the board, preventing them from doing just about anything. Tree of Perdition is going to get abused. How and in which ways, I'm not quite sure yet, but this card has a lot of potential, and I really think it's cool to see it in the set. Thalia Heretic Cathar is another rare in the set that I really feel needs a lot of honorable mentions. It's a 3/2 human soldier with first strike. However, creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. This is huge for EDH players because most EDH players' mana base is all non-basic. So to have a creature on the board that's going to force them to bring shocklands in tapped and everything else they want to play tapped, it's insanely powerful, and it's definitely going to get abused in the format. And then, of course, we have Thalia's Lancers, coming in at 3 colorless and 2 white. It is a 4/4 human knight with first strike. When Thalia's Lancers enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a legendary card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. This is incredibly powerful because we just talked about those legendary angels and that Eldrazi angel that will basically gridlock the board. So Thalia's Lancers, definitely a powerhouse in this set. Next on our list of notable rares, we have Hanweir's Battlements. It is a rare land. You may tap it to add a Dust Chain mana pool, pay a red and tap it. Target creature gains haste till end of turn. Or pay 3 colorless 2 red, tap it, and if you both own and control Hanweir Battlements and a creature named Hanweir Garrison, you may exile them, then meld them into Hanweir the Writhing Township. So definitely an interesting card, and it does transform into Hanweir the Writhing Township. He's a 7/4 Eldrazi Ooze with Trample and Haste. Whenever Hanweir the Writhing Township attacks, put 2 3/2 colorless Eldrazi Horror creature tokens onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. So this guy can get out of control incredibly quick. Definitely a powerhouse, and it's cool to see a land morph into an Eldrazi Ooze. It's quite the combos in this set, that is for sure. And our last notable card for this set of spoilers is Giza and Geralf. Coming in at 2 colorless of blue and black for a 4/4 mythic human wizard who is also legendary. It does state when Giza and Geralf enters the battlefield, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. During each of your turns, you may cast a zombie creature card from your graveyard. So this guy can make a very interesting commander. He can also make a wonderful fit into a blue-black splash zombie counter deck or a mill control with a zombie theme to it. There's a lot of possibilities for Giza and Geralf, and I'm excited to see exactly where and how he fits into the format. Gonna be a cool card to see. Thank you, mtg-portal, for watching episode 2 of our Eldritch Moon Spoilers series. Please stay tuned for episode 3, as I do have some commons, uncommon, and some mixed in rares that I just didn't feel were worthy of being in this particular video, because this one's highlighting some of the powerhouse cards that have been dropped so far in our spoilers series. So episode 3 will catch up on those commons, uncommons, and there are some rares that will be mixed in there as well. So definitely look for that. If you haven't already gotten involved in mtg-portal, again guys, I have no clue what you're waiting on. Please do me a favor and smash that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment on what you liked, what you didn't like, and what we can do better. Also, if you have not joined us on Facebook, there is a link down below for that as well. And if you'd like to follow us on Twitter, you are more than welcome to do so, and we'd love to have you on Twitter as well. If you'd like to get involved and help support mtg-portal and the content we want, do, and hope to open on this channel, please feel free to check our Patreon Rewards program out. That link is down below as well. Get yourself in the running to earn some booster packs, win a couple packs here and there, and help support the content that you want to see us open right here on mtg-portal. Until next time, guys, my name is Cody. Thank you for watching our spoilers in the Eldritch Moon series, and look for more spoilers, deck techs, and fun coming to you soon right here at mtg-portal. Take care, guys.